Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Play the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready, ready. 60 yours. They gonna need some therapy after this. Ready, ready.
Throwing on first down. Purdy. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 6-6. Pull it high. Hit it.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to throw. Purdy sets up the screen to Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Purdy escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Set, 8, read. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Purdy. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the right hash, this from 53. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Smooth. Check right. Watching it 5. Now.
On 4th down, Purdy. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we Those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Slam. Check 50, check 50. X3, 218, chopper. Watch the run. Check 3. Big Griffin.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And let's see, the box was 6 DB, so a dime set here on third down. Back to throw. Powell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
64, weak. Go. Hey, Delta.
Off play action. Purdy. And this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, Alpha. Mike 55, Mike 55. Yeah, let's get set. Go.
On third down, Purdy. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down now, Pollard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, 3-and-out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
General West. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
3rd and 6.
55. Go. 55. You ain't going nowhere. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Purdy looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That pick hit. Ninth on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you want.
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Check 26.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, this is Harris. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Topper.
On 3rd and 2, Howell. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Undercrunch. Check. 22 jet bomber. Chance. Jam. Joker. 25. Check 25. Go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Got it. 52's the mark, boy. 52. I'm going to come back to you. SOS. 6'6", bullet high. SOS.
On second down, it's Harris. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That we belong.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Set. 60 outlaw. Let's put that team on the front. Any weapon. Check 4.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An update from Denver. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Pollard. Oh, he slipped right by him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Flush to his right. He'll run it, and here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 3rd down, Purdy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Daniels eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up in. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch twins. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Ready.
A give to Harris. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's got his man. It's Williams. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Looking for Campbell down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Off play action. Daniels escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Daniels, flush to his right. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
We got 4. Mike 55! Mike 55!
From the gun, Daniels. Campbell making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Off-play action. Daniels. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Looking to throw. Daniels. Catch made here by Campbell. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Daniels eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Now a desperation throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Paris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Powering his way forward, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. but I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Dallas, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my